Welcome back, everybody. Once again, got another Monday class technique for you. This time around, it's not one technique. It's just a reminder for the review of all the techniques we do in class. We discussed yesterday, which was Monday, about why we go through all these different warm-ups, why we do the arm circles and the finger stretches and running around, the leg stretches, the bouncing on one foot. A lot of those questions were answered, and mainly it's because for the styles that we do, especially with popping and breaking here in the studio, you have to have the strength and you have to have the conditioning to do it properly. Now, I know most people attribute breaking with a lot of the physical aspects of it, but popping as well, because actually most people don't really think about this, but the entire concept of popping is tensing and releasing your muscles. So the best way to teach, especially small children, how to get used to what it's like to tense and release a muscle is, of course, to help build their muscle mass. So what I was wanting to do for technique this time around was just go ahead and start doing the at-home workouts. For example, doing 5 push-ups, take a small break, 5 more. Do that for a couple of days, up to a week, and then week 2, work on just doing 10 straight push-ups non-stop, without any pauses or anything like that, and not cheat push-ups. And I'm going to show you what I mean on that. But basic concepts like that, having them run in place, get their blood flowing and everything, even when they wake up, after they've gotten all ready and everything, have them do a basic warm-up. This way, not only is it healthier for them and it helps them stay physically, active, and it keeps them warmed up and circulating properly throughout the day, but specifically for dance, it helps with keeping your muscle memory in tune, keeping your body used to using these new muscles. Because as we do these different warm-ups, you start to feel different parts of your arm, different muscles in your legs, core muscles, things that are coming alive for the kids. And you want to keep that, because the last thing any dancer wants is to not be flexible or to be cold where you're not warmed up, because it feels like you're moving slow, you're not motivated, and especially with the temperature changes going on right now, it's kind of easy to feel really cold and really stiff rather than warmed up, because you're still dealing with the really cold mornings and random changes in the temperature and the weather. But I digress. But what I mean by that is just for this particular video, we're going to work on just push-ups. So for push-ups, generally what you want to do is you want to be flat here, not arched, not up like that. You want to be right here. You don't want to be curved in. This is bad for your back. You want to be balanced. When you do the push-ups, you want to use your arms to do the work. So what I mean by that is you want to push down and back up using your arms. You don't want to push down to your stomach and then do this number where you use your spine to lift you back up, because that's, once again, it's not good for your back, and it's not going to help with the proper development of the arm muscles. So pretty much just working on pushing with the arms. And I know first few push-ups might look more like they go down and they're just like kind of stuck here. If they can't get all the way back up, what they can do is place their knees back and lean forward onto their arms. You don't want to be here like you're in crawl position. You want to literally be like knees behind you, leaning back on your arms, and you want to do your push-ups here, because even though your full body weight is not on your arms, you are still getting an arm workout. These are still getting worked. Biceps, triceps, everything is still getting a workout by doing those knee push-ups. So once again, just do maybe 5, and then take a break and do 5 more. Do that for a couple of days, and then try to go for a full 10. And when you go for the full 10, pace yourself. Breathe out when you go down, breathe in when you come up. Get the oxygen to your blood so that you're not feeling like you're winded, you're not holding your breath and getting lightheaded. Breathing is important. All right, so that's just the first of the warm-ups that we're going to start doing at home. As we progress, we'll start working on other things, jogging in place, calf raises, things that can help with all aspects of the dance. But specifically, since a lot of our techniques that we reviewed, everything from our arm waves, body waves, our hitting, all of that deals specifically with the arms, what we're gonna do is those push-ups will help with conditioning the muscles in your arms so that you can start developing the concept of being able to tense and release, contract and expand the muscle. So once again, if you have any questions or anything on that, always come talk to me. I have no problem answering questions. I'm loving the group of kids that we have. We've added some new faces, and they're catching on pretty fast, and they're starting to get creative with the style. So now the condition part comes in, because as they become creative, they need to have the fundamental basics, which includes the physical preparation as well as all the techniques in order to keep advancing. With the body waves and everything else, same concept. So we'll be working on, controlling the arms here so that when we go through and back up, it looks a lot more crisp. And the more you do those warm-ups like push-ups and things like that, you'll start to see that your arm control and your muscle control in your arms improves, because now you're understanding all the little fundamentals of how these muscles work to create those isolated elements for waves, for hits, and all the other fun things that we'll be working on. So once again, with this particular warm-up, that is the technique for this week with the push-ups. But in general, don't forget to go back and actually watch the other videos and practice. If you're not practicing, it takes away from your advancement, because you are all doing very well in the class, and I love it. But in order for us to keep moving forward and not have to keep doing reviews, we got to keep practicing in and outside of the studio, because there's way more cool things that I want to teach y'all, and there's way cooler things that you'll learn how to do with your movements. So once again, this has been another Monday technique for the videos, and if you have any questions, of course, come shout at me. I'm always here. Thanks again. Y'all have a good one.